Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to take a look at how to install MySQL Server on Windows. So first I'm going to start off by opening up my Git Bash terminal. And if you can see here, when I run the MySQL-v command, I get command not found. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So first we're going to go ahead and come over to dev.mysql.com. Once we get to this page here, we're going to click on MySQL Downloads over on the left-hand side. From here, we're going to click on MySQL Installer for Windows. And now that we're here, on this page, we're going to go with the first option. Thanks, to start my download. Alright, so just a few more seconds while that finishes up. Cool. Just click on it. Wait while that opens up. Yes. Okay, now the installer is coming right up. Okay, and now that we're here, yeah, so if you want, you could go with the developer default. That one comes with a lot of different stuff. It comes with a MySQL server, MySQL shell, MySQL router, MySQL workbench. It just depends on how extensive whatever it is you're trying to do with MySQL is. They have everything with the developer default. But for our purposes, we're going to go with the server only. Click next. Click on here. Click execute. Now we just wait a few seconds while that finishes loading up. All right, same installing. Cool. Now that that's done, click on next. Next, we're gonna pick the standalone MySQL server, and on here, yeah, we're gonna leave that config type. Yeah, we're not gonna touch any of these options. Click next. Use strong password encryption for authentication. We can go with this option here. Click next. And for our root password, so go ahead and pick a password for the root user for your MySQL server. And if you want, you can go ahead and add additional users and give them access to your server. So do their names, give them password, set restrictions based on the role, etc. Click next, click next, and then we click execute. Yeah, so this is probably going to be the longest part of the whole installation process. Once it gets to this part, it normally takes a decent amount of time. Cool. Now that's done. Click finish. Next. Installation procedure has been completed. Finish. Cool. Now that that's done downloading, the next step for us is to configure our environment variables. So we're going to go ahead and navigate over to our C drive, program files, and there should be a MySQL folder. Go in here, and then we go over to the bin folder. Once we're inside the bin folder, we're going to come over here, and we're going to go ahead and copy this file path. X out. Here we search for environment variables in the control panel. Environment variables. We're going to click on we're going to choose the path variable, edit. And as you can see, I already have mine there, but what you would do is click edit. Just click new and add the file path itself. Click OK, and you'd be all good to go. And once you're done doing that, once you close up your terminal and you open up your bash terminal again, and you run the mysql-v command, you should get something different than just command not found. Cool. So we got access denied for user so and so. All right, so if you go ahead and open up your command prompt, and then if you do mysql-u root -p, enter, and then you put in the password that you configured just now for your root user for your MySQL server. Click enter. Cool. You should have a nice connection with your MySQL. Cool. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.